You know, my very favorite piece of writing about teaching is called Teaching and the Butterfly Effect, written by Heather Haas. And she compares teaching to chaos theory, this idea that a butterfly flapping its wings on one side of the world can cause a major storm on the other side of the world the next week. And what I hope is that I'm the butterfly, that something that I do has an impact on one of my students, and that influences their work with students with disabilities and other minoritized populations, and their work changes the world. My name's Phyllis Robertson, and I'm a professor of special education here at Texas A&M University-Corpus Christi. I've been here for the last 10 years teaching undergraduate and graduate students in special education. What I most like about teaching at this institution is our student population. I'm a first-generation college student. As a first-gen student myself, it means a lot to me to work with first-gen students. I'm honored to teach at a Hispanic-serving institution, and I am so lucky in that I get to work with colleagues who put students first and foremost every single day.
Even though it may manifest itself.
I think what most influenced me to become an educator is that as an educator we have the opportunity to engage in continuous learning each and every day.
I feel like Dr. Robertson's Islander impact is just the intense and immense knowledge that she carries with her naturally. She's able to convey knowledge just in a simple conversation.
I'm the most energized when I'm working with my students. I feel like teaching, I've said it many times, is my passport to the future, and I get a stamp from every student I have the opportunity to work with.
Dr. Robertson has a very distinct teaching style. She builds relationships with her students, and she is there to help us grow.
I strive in my teaching to be a warm demander. My students often tell me that I teach some of the most challenging courses that they take. And I do have really high expectations of my students.
Well, she kept it real. Let me just say, Dr. Robertson could keep things 100. So you knew she had expectations, but they weren't unrealistic. They were realistic expectations, and they were high expectations.
She's very passionate about her job. She's very wise in the field of special education specifically, and she's intentional in her work, in her job, and the way she teaches.
In special education, we have this oft-used and really simple statement: all children can learn. I truly believe all students can learn, and I believe that it's my responsibility and the responsibility of every educator out there to provide the supports and the services that those students need to learn successfully, and that's where I try to ground my teaching.
During the classes that I had with Dr. Robertson, I found her to be just very relaxed, but incredibly knowledgeable. She has a great sense of empathy toward humanity and persons with disabilities that really struck me as truthful.
My message to my students is that we're civil rights workers, because students with disabilities are still the only group of children who can be legally segregated in our public schools.
She is a big reason on why I will be a first generation in my family to have my master's degree and to grow in the field of special education. She has motivated me. She's instilled her passion and her work ethic, and I strive to be like her.
Dr. Robertson's Islander impact will have longevity. It will have that longevity because of the way that she encourages, because of the way she imparts the knowledge that she has. And so I believe it will be long-lasting, and of course that impact will be something that students who are under her will be able to carry that on, that legacy on to the students that they impact in life.
I get to learn something new from my students every day. I get to engage in research. I get to share ideas with my colleagues. That is why I teach.